Can you dig it?
Normally, yes, I would be able to say I could dig it, but tonight was disappointing, to say the least. Disappointing loss. Bulls drop one tonight, 127 to 106 to the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks, everyone, for turning in to the Bulls post-game edition of the Windy City Digits podcast. I'm Carl. That's Vic.
What's up?
And as you saw in the thumbnail, it was good. There was good. There was bad. And there was definitely ugly tonight.
There was.
So,
but before we get to that,
so we're going to do something new tonight. One of the first of many, hopefully many giveaways. Tonight we're going to be giving away a T-shirt. Vic, you want to hold it up? You want to not necessarily model it, but if you want to hold it up.
Well, I can model it pretty good, I'd say. Okay, so this is from Obvious Shirts Logo Company. You could read it. It says, the worst free agent move of off-season.
And most of you know by now, that's what everyone said about the DeMar DeRozan signing, was the worst free agent signing. So that's the T-shirt we're going to be giving tonight. Stay tuned and watch to the end, and we'll tell you how you can qualify for the giveaway. But we're going to be sending it out to one of our viewers and listeners. So, Vic, let's start with the good. What was the good digit for tonight?
Well, obviously, digit number 11.
11.
Who is that?
I would agree.
That is the man.
The marvelous DeMar DeRozan. So
he certainly is.
Line tonight, 40 points, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 16 of 26, 61%. Had 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. He literally carried the team tonight.
Okay, so DeMar now has 20, 35-point games this season. He's the second Bulls player to do that.
Behind?
Since Jordan did it in 96, 97.
Okay.
That was the last dance.
Nice job with the stats there, stat boy.
Hey, it's digit, man. We're digits. We're all about the digits.
Nice job.
All right, so DeMar was extremely efficient. One of the very few guys that was efficient. Obviously, we were missing Zach. I was curious once again with Zach being out with the ball, move a little bit better, and I would say it actually did. We just couldn't make shots.
Yeah, we couldn't hit a shot.
We could not make shots, man. It was ugly.
Could not make a shot.
Yeah.
So DeMar, obviously DeMar is. I think the one thing that impressed me about DeMar in this whole thing is you can tell he's mad, but he doesn't lay into his teammates.
No, he doesn't.
This would be an easy opportunity for him to openly get frustrated on the bench toward his teammates, but he doesn't. Yeah. And I think that's huge for some of these younger players that we've got on the team.
I know, and honestly, I think I agree. No, he's shown really great composure most of the time. He does complain. He's been complaining more and more about missed calls, but if that's the only frustration he's going to get out during the games when they're losing like this, I don't blame him at all. But even he's trying to take charges. He's trying to do a little bit better defensively. And I'd say the defense looked good in the first quarter. It seems like we could come out pretty good intense wise in the first quarter. But as the old man Norm Van Leer said, do you know what he said?
What did he say? What did Storm and Norm say?
48 minutes of intensity.
Yeah, we don't have.
And he said it. He said it like that.
Just like that.
Just like that, man. It was good stuff.
So that was the good.
That was the good.
Now for the bad.
The bad. You know what? I'm not sure if the bad is what we think it is, but okay, bad is shooting 43% field goal percentage.
It seemed worse than that, to be honest.
Well, I think that's because of maybe some of the end of the game points.
Yeah.
I don't think we I looked at it before the fourth quarter, midway in the fourth quarter, and it was still around 43%. We shot 42 of 98 for the game. Now, but the Bucks shot once again. The Bucks shot 46 of 87, over 50% field goal. Yeah,
right.
You're not gonna win games when another team scores 127.
And for just we talk about this a lot here on Windy City Digits. They had 32 assists on 46 baskets.
Yeah.
Right. We had 22 on 42.
How many times did we see the Bucks though have wide open 3-point shots and they were just burying them? I mean, they were 12 of 35. They weren't as good as I thought they were, but it seems like they've got a lot of good shooters. Wes Matthews, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen.
Some of those
Bobby
some
Portis.
of those threes they were taking were deep.
Brooke Lopez.
I think the one at the end of the third quarter, they were trying to get the 2 for 1, and Drew Holiday was like almost at the logo, and he dropped that 3. I think we had cut it down to like 10 at that point, or 13, and then they blew it up to 16 at the end of the third. Their 3-point shooting tonight overall was 12 of 35. We were 9 for 33.
We were 9 for 33. But okay, so let's talk about that field goal percentage of 43%.
Okay.
If we look at our stats, Caruso was 0 for 6. So between Caruso and Vucevic, 2 of our starters, we were 3 of 25.
Yeah.
3 of 25. So what do you have to say about those two guys going for 3 for 25?
Ugly.
12%, man.
There's no other way to put it, right? I mean, it was awful, and I don't know any other way to put it. It was just, God, I don't know. Like,
I'm going to do some math here.
I don't think Caruso hit a shot tonight, did he?
No, 0 for 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some math, so keep on talking.
And look, we talk about this, right? Vooch has to establish himself in the game, and he was just awful tonight. He was 3 for 19 for 15%. 15%.
Yeah.
And there was a couple times he had smaller guys on him. Like,
yes,
I get Bobby Portis as a strong guy. I don't get why you can't take that guy. I just don't.
Yeah, the one time he did, he kept on bumping back and took it into him, and Bobby Portis drew a foul finally.
Why didn't Bobby talk smack right after that?
Yeah,
right? Bobby wasn't afraid of him.
Yeah, it's BB. Hey, so minus Caruso and Vooch, the Bulls shot 53%.
Were you a math teacher?
Yes.
You were.
So they dropped us. Those two people dropped. It's not true. Those two players dropped them to 43%. They shot 12% for the game, Caruso and Vooch.
Yeah. And they were combined, let's see, from 3. They were combined 1 for 11 from 3. Now, I'm not giving Caruso a pass, but that back has got to be bothering him.
His back end is his wrist. You see every once in a while him going like
grabbing
this
the wrist.
too.
Yeah.
It's got to impact you, man.
Yeah.
But
right,
hey, before you go and move to the ugly, I still want to talk about. I mean, Vooch was part of the ugly. We could probably transfer this into more ugly. You want to do that first?
Like a segue?
Yeah, just let's go into the ugly, because the ugly,
which is where I was already
even uglier. I know I cut you off,
but I was already. So,
all right,
we've done the good, we've done the bad, and now it's time for the ugly. I would say right off the bat, right? You had a feeling it was going to be a rough night when Io missed that layup, dunk, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it was. And it was bad, man.
That's like, and that was on national TV. Like, I don't know about you. I watched the ESPN broadcast tonight.
I did not.
I just wanted to see what they were thinking, what they were saying. By the way, shout out to Vince Carter. Vince Carter's a really good analyst. I think he's going to be really good and provides a lot of good insight. And he speaks very well. So I enjoyed watching him. on the broadcast tonight, but you kind of had a feeling it was going to be a rough night when Io missed that bunny.
Yeah, it was ugly. It
That
was
was
like,
ugly.
oh my god. Oh,
Right?
and they were playing really good ball at that point. They were getting some steals.
Yeah.
I think that was the first quarter.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was like early in
yeah.
the
Well,
game.
it was 26-20 after the first quarter. It didn't look too bad, but
No.
it was what was positive was Kobe White was hitting some shots for the first time in I don't know how many games. But we cannot win with Kobe White and Vooch being so inconsistent. I mean, I know there's some Vooch supporters out there, but he goes through these stages of the season where he can't hit anything. It really impacts the team.
It does. We've talked about that before many times here, right? I mean,
Yeah, how can you have a game plan when you're
if Vooch scores early and often, it totally opens it up for the offense. If he's horrible at the start of the game, it's going to be a long night.
Yep.
Really
ugly,
long.
man.
So what other numbers jumped out at you as far as like the ugly tonight?
Well, I guess assists. We only had 22 assists in the game.
Yeah.
That wasn't very good. Our offensive rebounds actually were decent. And one of the things I would tell you that wasn't ugly, but it was number 5.
Okay. Derek Jones Jr., your favorite.
Hashtag free DJ.
Free DJ. Yeah.
Free DJ. He got out of jail finally. And he looked good.
He had a 3, I think. His first shot was a 3, I think.
He did. He had a 3. He had a block.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand why he's been relegated to the bench. I would even play him over Caruso right now.
You know what? That's a good point because I wanted to bring this up, right?
Yeah.
Milwaukee picked up Serge Ibaka, right? As like some insurance. And Budenholzer has benched him. Like he's not even playing in the rotation anymore. Right?
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah.
Why aren't we doing the same thing with Tristan Thompson? Like he's not providing anything for us right now, other than just relieving Vooch, which isn't much anyway tonight. But
our rebounding has been better with him.
But to your point, why not put Patrick Williams in there and then let DJ play?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. The great combination. I think those are a great combination of players.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
We have to shake it up. We have to try something different.
Yeah, I agree. I think they totally got to do that. And I'm thinking, I was talking to some guy on Twitter tonight during the game about who do you try and move Vooch? Vooch has got one more year left. Yeah, he's got $22 million on his contract for next year, and then he's a free agent.
I think you got to keep him.
I think you got to look at a different possibility. But
unless something better comes along, because look, that starting 5 intact with Lonzo, Levine, Demar, Vooch, right, and Patrick Williams toward the beginning of the season, they were a formidable team. Like they were good. Patrick Williams is still on the road to recovery, right? We obviously don't have Lonzo, and Lonzo sounds like he's going to be shut down for the rest of the year. Right.
Yep. That's ugly too.
Yeah, and I thought they were good, right? So unless you get something better, like you really have something better out there that is going to be offered to you, I don't see how you trade Vooch unless you get some other center. Like, look, if Anthony Davis becomes available, do what I would rather have Anthony Davis? Yes. I don't care how many games he's going to play or not, right? But I mean, he's got to be an upgrade. Right?
No, I agree. Even with his injury history, I would take a chance. He hasn't played a lot of games over the last couple of years, so maybe he's refreshed.
Who knows? But here's the other thing I would bring up as the ugly. And I know we talk a lot of digits and numbers and stuff like that, but I thought tonight the one thing that was missing, like except for maybe Demar, like there was just no urgency. Like there was no emotion. Like there was no sense of like it's almost like the second they fell behind by like 6, 8, 10 points, like that was it. Like there's no way we're coming back. Like they were just forcing up shots. They weren't running good. The defense was just nowhere to be found. I did like the hard foul we took on Grayson Allen. But that seemed to be
more of
unintentional. That seemed to be more unintentional
I know.
than anything else. Right?
I think it was
honestly
more
trying to block the shot. And Grayson Allen
was more of a mistake.
Right.
It's like, oops.
But I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think that's the biggest one of the other things that was really ugly about tonight's game. Like, this was a big game, and this should have been a statement game, and we were just flat.
I wouldn't say we started off flat. I feel like it's been like the same old song in most of these games against good teams.
48 minutes of intensity.
What? Yeah,
we didn't get that.
The first quarter. That's what I'm saying. The first quarter, I saw intensity, and then after that, it wasn't the same intensity. There's certain players that are trying to, Patrick Williams looks like he's trying to, battle. Even sometimes Kobe White is. I just think he's not a good defender, but he looks like he's trying out there. DJ showed a lot of good effort when he was in there. I don't know. It was. You're right, though. It was ugly.
Yeah, good, bad, ugly. Demar really was only a shot bright. You know what? Demar was a bright light tonight, but I also got to give some little props to Patrick Williams. He was 7 of 9. Right, grabbed 6 rebounds, 18 points, 2 of 4 from 3 points. So, he played pretty well tonight, but we needed another person to just step up, and Vooch was that guy, and he just did it. But,
you're right, and DePaul does need to take more shots. When he's hitting 7 of 9, why aren't we getting the ball more?
Yeah, he's got to be aggressive.
Or run some more sets for him too. So
if he's a guy who can give us 20 points in the playoffs, I'll take it. So
I would take it too, man.
Thanks to everyone's been tuning in to the channel. We really do appreciate it. At current time right now, I'm seeing that we are at 265 subscribers. We really do appreciate that. Thanks to everyone's been doing that. Hit the like button if you get a chance. It really does help us out here. Hit the bell so you get notified of future episodes. And as far as the giveaway, so again, at the beginning of the show, we showed this T-shirt that we're giving this away. So what we'd like you to do is go ahead and hit a like and then leave a comment below. And let's talk about playoffs. So in the comment for the comment section, leave the number or the digit of the uniform that you think needs to have like a huge playoffs for us in order to be successful.
I like that. All right.
Is it 11? Is it 8? Is it 9? Is it 44? Which digit is it that you think is going to have the biggest impact or needs to have the biggest impact for us?
All right. Let me just expand on that before you do. Okay. So I will be tweeting this. I will be tweeting out the instructions. I would like everybody to subscribe, and then exactly what you said. You're going to comment on the digit that you think is going to need to step it up for the playoffs. So I am going to say number 8.
Okay.
Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine needs to be consistent. He needs to play smart, not turning the ball over, and he needs to recognize when people are hot and dish off the ball.
Okay, I'm going to go with
DeMar, because I think DeMar is going to be good already.
Yeah, DeMar's going to be good. I think we're in agreement on that. But I'm going to go with 9. I think it's got to be Vooch. Vooch has to have a huge playoffs. He's got to be rebounding. He's got to be scoring. He's got to be a presence inside. And if he's not, it'll be just like tonight.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's my opinion. So
I'll give you that. Again, even P-dubs too.
So we put our numbers out there, 8 and 9. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. We'll do this for, let's say today's the 5th. We'll give it 48 hours, right? Does that sound right? Does that sound good to you?
Sounds good.
So on the 7th, we'll go ahead and pick a winner from anyone that's left the message in the comments there with the number. We'll contact you and we'll get the shirt out to you as soon as possible. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right.
Dig.
Take care.
Peace.
Peace.
Love.